What up, everybody? This your boy Theo Pence here. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube so you don't miss any Run Your Race content. What up, everybody? This your boy Theo Pence here with another episode of Run Your Race with my boy AJ Richards, who's not here again. He will get another hefty fine. But we have a very, very, very special guest today, my Tar Heel brother, Reggie Bullock.
Appreciate having me, brother. Appreciate having me.
No problem, no problem. Listen, I'm excited about this one. I'm excited about this one, people. Is this our first Tar Heel? I think so. This is our first Tar Heel, so this is big time. So, Reg, what we do here on Run Your Race, we pretty much talk about from the start to where we at now. So, let's get started. Tell us a little bit about yourself. When did you start hooping, and where you from, and all that?
So a little bit about me. I was born in Baltimore, Maryland. A lot of people actually probably never really knew that.
Did not know that.
Born in Baltimore, Maryland. I was raised in Kinston, North Carolina. I moved to North Carolina probably when I was like 3-4 years old. I moved down to North Carolina. And basketball, I moved down to a city in Kinston where basketball was another tradition. We had players like Stackhouse that came from there.
Yeah.
Obviously, B.I., me, people before me, Cedric Maxwell, Charles Shackelford. So the tradition with basketball was really strong. So just fell right into those roots with playing basketball there. And then it just went from there to playing, AAU, high school. We went to championship, won my first high school championship at Kinston High. So that was just a little legacy about me when I was younger about the basketball side of things. Kinston is a small town, which it's a lot smaller than your town, where you from. But we 20,000 deep. We strong. We strong for sure. Deep. But I love the city, man. I mean, it's always good to go back home and be able to, kick it with your friends and give back to the people. So it's always good.
For sure. Hey, that's big time. Did you know you was gonna hoop the whole time? Did you know basketball was your calling?
Man, growing up, it was only two ways out. You was either going to be a basketball player or go to school for sports, or you was going to go to school for, academics.
Yeah.
And those are the only two ways that I knew. So basketball was for sure my way to get out. Basketball was for sure my way to get out. I ain't going to cap there, but, I just had a talent, and I was very blessed to be able to, be offered a scholarship from UNC.
Yeah.
I obviously had to have some academics to be able to, get into the school. But
in there.
Yeah, for sure. To get me in there. But no, it was good, man. Just I definitely just knew that my way to be out was basketball. So I chose basketball to be able to,
so
make it out.
That's huge, bro. Like, just to think about, like, you knew your objective and how to get to the next level. So just staying focused on that is big time.
Right.
So as far as what we talk about here, as far as each path that we go from high school, college to the pros, we like to talk about the ups and downs,
Right.
highs and your lows. So coming from Kinston, 20,000 deep, everybody, all eyes on you.
Right.
You the big time name. You Reggie Bullock. Everybody know Reggie Bullock. Had to be a lot to come with that.
Right.
It had to be a lot of, was there pressure, or was or just tell me, what was a low point of high school where, like, okay, I need to lock in right now, or I'm not going to get to where I need to get to?
I would probably say that real change happened to me probably when I lost my grandmother. And that was pretty much like my backbone, the person that, gave me my foundation to life. So when I lost her, I was like, okay, now the whole family fall on you now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just felt like, I had to put my working boots on and, be able to carry the family at 18 years old. So senior year, I'm like McDonald's All-American, a lot of pressure from, the city, from, your family, of you making it, everybody feeling like, we made it out. But I think I'm the one that actually put the hours in, what I'm saying? Which a lot of family members fail to realize that, what I'm saying? That we the ones that put the work in for it. You know what I'm saying?
That's one of the hardest things about this profession.
Right.
You make it. Everybody else think they made it too.
Right.
You're like, wait a minute, brother.
Right.
Was you with me on Saturday night?
No, definitely wasn't.
In the gym?
Definitely
you know what
wasn't.
I'm saying? So That's huge, bro. I think that is maybe for a lot of guys who McDonald's All-Americans who
All
get
right.
all the accolades and stuff like that. Because we had a lot of guys on here who didn't have all that. So they
Mhm.
weren't really talked about like that. So it's good to have a different perspective of like when you are there, it's cool. It's like you love the love,
Right,
but
right.
at the same time, there's a lot of shit to come with it.
Right, right.
So it's always tough to manage that. I'm like, hey, listen, I appreciate the love, but
Right,
like
right.
I still got a lot of more work to do.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? So what was it? Was there anything in high school that clicked for you that put you to another level as far as like, okay, I really am nice. Like I'm cold.
Um,
You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, it
was
was
it a game or
it was
camp?
I would say in it was probably going from my 8th grade year to my 9th grade year, and I had a high school coach, Coach Gullich,
Uh,
still like a father figure to me to this day. He came to watch me in a rec league game, and I had like 36
yeah.
dunk, whole city,
Yeah.
pick you up on the
Yeah, yeah,
shoulders,
yeah.
city going crazy, and then that was real big coming from a basketball town like Kinston and,
Yeah.
playing varsity your freshman year.
Yeah.
That's huge in a
Huge.
town like Kinston where basketball is real big at.
Yeah.
So I was like one of the freshmen that actually done that in a long time. So
Mhm.
with me being able to, make varsity as a freshman, all eyes was on me right when I hit high school. So, and then some of my best friends, some of them was
Mhm.
on JV, but they
Yeah.
looking at me on
Yeah.
as a freshman, you know what I'm
The
saying,
hell
on
going
varsity.
on?
So
Yeah.
it's like, hold up, we still going to the same parties. But
For sure.
and then like sophomore year, and then that's when they usually came to the team. A lot of them
Mhm.
came to the team.
Yep.
But that freshman year was just a lot of pressure of just like everything that the city was expecting you to hold up to your name, what everybody in the city is talking about. So I kind of like dealt with the pressure a lot when I was younger, being in Kinston. But as I got older, it was just kind of normal. And then going to Carolina, it was just like star status again. So it was
Bro.
like you walking right into it again.
We're gonna get into that. That's just totally different. I mean, so you play with CP3.
All right, yeah, yeah.
How many years you play with CP3?
I played with CP, I think like my sophomore year, junior year, and like senior year.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
What was you was in the mixtape era.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite mixtape? We always ask that on here.
Man, my boys was actually just talking about that. One of my favorite ones is Austin Rivers was actually tough. Austin's was tough.
Yeah.
John Walls, you still got to throw John out there. Ron Harrell was a sleeper.
Boy.
Ron Harrell was definitely a sleeper.
That's
He was
a new
definitely
one.
a
Play some
sleeper.
clips. Ryan Harrell was a
definitely
dog.
a dog.
Oh my gosh.
Ron Harrell, JT Terrell was a
Yep.
bucket. Like
Mhm.
it was so many mixtapes when you're growing up, and then you playing in like the Glaxo. So
Yep.
if you playing in like the Glaxo, and which is now like
You see
the
everybody
John
in
Wall
tournament. Yep.
John Wall tournament now. So
Yep.
it's like you're seeing all the tournament, and I mean all the talent in the whole nation and in the state coming to Raleigh,
gym.
one
Yep.
gym to see it. So it's packed out, and it's just like top player versus top player this night. But
I was from Greensboro. I'm driving up the route.
yeah, it was jumping. So
Gotta see
it was definitely the times of high school that I miss, and that I obviously wish that without basketball scheduled, I could go back and enjoy those games. But the memories will always
for sure
be in my mind.
Talk about that feeling making McDonald's All-American.
McDonald's All-American game, making that was definitely huge. Actually, I just got a DM from the McDonald's All-American today, literally waiting on you. Literally just now talking about inviting me to the game, which is crazy.
Weak.
But making it, man, that was huge. Like I said, it's another award for me, for my family. Something that's never been done before in my family, and
big time, bro.
other than like Stackhouse and you know what I'm saying, BI and me. So it's like it's a lot of people that wish that their name could be called with those ones in that McDonald's game. But I was fortunate enough to be able and blessed to be able to be in it. But it's a very special game to be a part of.
For sure. Now that we touched on high school, let's go and get right to it. How'd it happen? How'd you get to Carolina?
I got to Carolina. Probably my freshman year in high school. I remember I was getting recruited. By different schools all over. And I remember one of my first college letters that I got was Indiana.
Me too. Oh, that's weird.
One of my first offers from Kelvin Sampson.
Really?
And I remember that was like my freshman year. And I was hyped, freshman. Oh, I got a
For sure.
scholarship.
For sure.
I'm lit. So, and then like sophomore year, I'm still playing AAU. I'm playing with CP3. Then I end up committing to UNC.
Yeah.
And it was me and Kendall. We committed. We like some of the youngest Tar Heels ever to commit to the commit to the university. You know what I'm saying? So, once I went on and committed, I just had to lock in on my books, you know what I'm saying? Coming from Kinston, it's like, okay, yeah, I'm a hooper, but now I got to lock in. So my coach, he helped a lot with me locking in. And obviously I wanted to make it out of Kinston too. So I knew I had to buckle down, to be able to get the grades right. But one of my biggest recruits from the university was Coach Rob. And this was when Coach Rob was there. He recruited me big time. He came down to a lot, and his son was playing with CP3 too at the time with some of the games. And he came down to a lot of my high school games, and then Coach Williams started coming down with him, and then Coach Williams loved me once he started, seeing me and seeing what Coach Rob found out of a small town, 20,000 deep.
For sure.
But yeah, man, it was. I just needed to go there, and I was always a North Carolina fan in the state, but like I said, I was born in Baltimore.
Yeah.
So I was a Maryland fan when I was watching sports in Maryland, but I needed an NBA factory school.
Yeah.
So
we trying to get to the league.
I needed that. I needed that for sure. So that was just my biggest thing on like, okay, my grandmother is sick right now. I need to stay in the state of North Carolina. Duke wasn't recruiting me. Wake Forest had a chance because I was liking the coach there. RIP to him that passed away, and NC State had no chance.
Yep.
You know how much we ate them. You know how much we ate them. So, but yeah, man, North Carolina was the school for me, and I went there, and it worked out for me.
For sure, bro. It's crazy because think about, because I committed my junior year,
right,
and you committed your sophomore year. When you commit, the love you get around the state times 5.
Times five.
It's nuts, bro.
Yeah.
Everywhere I went, it's not your name no more. I'm like, that's old boy who committed to Carolina.
Yeah.
He ain't got a name no more.
You ain't got
and
no
then
name.
you got all eyes all on you in the games and stuff like that. It was love though. I loved it. The games used to be jumping in high school after that. But so you get on campus, you meet Jonas.
Lord have mercy. Jonas.
Boy, talk about that first summer.
That first summer getting on Carolina, I mean, it was definitely a wake-up call for me. I never, was having to get up super early to go lift before actual class and then come back from class and probably have another lift or something. And then play pickup. And then play pickup. And then you probably, you might have Jan or something, or Jan or class or something. But Jonas was big though. He helped out a lot. Just the mentality and the hard work that it needed to be able to, get you prepared for that college level and
Jonas, man.
And the strengthness of it. So he was definitely a big help. He was definitely hard on people, but he loved all the players that was there. He was just trying to give you his best. But Jonas was definitely.
Was that your biggest wake up call at Carolina? Just the strength and conditioning to start the year, or what was your welcome to college moment?
Oh, my welcome to college moment was probably my freshman year when we had the running on the track. When we had the running on the track,
the 12-minute run.
We would do like laps. We have like series sometimes. It would be like 2 200s, and then it would be like maybe 1 400 or something. And then, but we training the whole time. We training the whole weeks and weeks to be able to prepare for the Carolina Mile. Know what I'm saying? And then the Carolina Mile, it comes with strength time. I mean, it comes with
tough times.
Tough times.
Yes.
Right. So that year, we was training for the Olympics. Now, look, no cap. Look, we were training for the Olympics.
Yeah.
We was training for the Olympics. I remember point guards had to come in at 5:30. That was their tough time. No, my fault. I'm sorry.
5:30.
They tough time was 5:15. No, that's right. They tough time was 5:30. Dexter Strickland, as known as Baden Jackson now, He came in at 5:15. I've never seen nobody come in that fast before. At 5:15 in a mile, hauling ass. I came in at a clean 5:45. Now, my tough time for wings was
Probably
6 minutes.
Yeah, probably 6.
My tough time for wings was 6 minutes. I came in at 5:45. So I barely just got
Yeah.
barely just got mine. But that was probably like my wake-up call, as in like, oh my God, we training so much. So every year after that, I was so scared to go back to school just to train for that.
Everybody.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody. You waiting on that day. And you thinking about and
Yep.
the up part about the Carolina Mile, and
Right.
they up for doing this. You remember we go home before we come back and do it.
Right.
We did it the first day of school.
The first, yep.
We're going home to mama cooking and all that shit.
And you're not ready.
And you're not ready.
ready.
You only thinking about that the whole time.
Yep.
Bruh, my freshman year, you know this. My freshman year, we do the Carolina Mile. Me, Justin, because they had like some academic thing where they did really well the year before.
Mhm.
So they didn't have to do it.
All right.
The freshmen had to do it. Me, Justin, Joel, and Stillman White, because Stillman came back. And coach was like, all right, who gonna lead? Trying to be a leader.
Mhm.
I got it, coach. Bro, we go around one time, get back to the start, and I gotta go. Boy, when I tell you the gorilla got on my back, I was hurting, boy. Oh my God. I have nightmares about the Carolina Mountain.
Yeah.
I hated that shit.
Those was definitely the tough days.
And
for
them
sure.
33s.
33s. Oh man, 12 of those. 12 of those, 33s.
You ever did the ladder? Did the ladder? Up to 77 and back down?
No. I don't think I did that. No.
Boy.
I haven't done that.
We did that.
What's that one again?
11, 22, 33, 44, 55, 66.
And back down?
And back down.
Same day. Oh my
Boy.
God, that's tough.
Listen, it was rough. What was your breakout moment at Carolina when you figured it out? Because it takes a minute.
I would probably say like my sophomore year going into like ACC play and finishing out ACC play. It was at Virginia Tech, and I wasn't really playing that much, but he's one of my best friends now in Baden, which is Dexter Strickland. He ended up getting hurt that game. And Doe actually remembered this. Look, Doe actually remembered. And he got hurt that game. And I remember coach just, Reggie, scoot on in. He just scooted me right on in. You know what I'm saying? I performed well that game.
Yeah.
So
You scored on Doe?
I think I did score on Doe.
We're going to find the clip.
Find the clip of me scoring on Doe.
Scoring on Doe.
So coach just went on and threw me in, and then every game after that, I just started starting, and I just started kind of figuring out I was already on a team now. Like we one of the top teams in the country. So now I just got to play beside Harrison Barnes. I just got to play beside Kendall Marshall, John Henson, Tyler Zeller. I ain't got to do nothing but stand in the corner.
I'm going to be honest with you.
And shoot.
I'm going to be honest with you. Y'all might have had the nicest team that didn't win it.
Yep.
You believe that?
100% believe it. We was loaded, bro. We was loaded.
Y'all was nice.
We was loaded.
Y'all was one
we was loaded.
healthy wrist of Kendall's away.
Yeah. Kendall was a tough PG. He definitely led those teams while I was there. Just his presence. Like he had so much talent around him, but he was able to feed everyone. You know what I'm saying? And I think he was like a true pro at that point guard position of leading the team, and that's what we needed to go deep.
So your sophomore year, that was the year y'all could have won it.
Yeah. Freshman and sophomore year, we could have won it.
Yeah. Because Harrison stayed 2 years.
Yeah. Stayed 2 years.
Oh, y'all was stacked. And then the second year, is that when y'all brought PJ and them too?
Yes. Yeah. PJ and them the second year. Then we still had Dex, Leslie, me.
Yeah.
Like we was loaded.
Yeah.
We was definitely loaded.
Before we move on to the league, talk about that Carolina-Kentucky game in row.
Oh man.
Boy, that game was
it was definitely turned up. It was a lot. It was a lot of pros. It was a lot of pros on one floor. It was a lot of pros on one floor, but I mean, they got the best of us. I just remember I remember that baseline shot to this day. Like I remember that baseline shot. And I mean it was a great game. I mean, they pulled it out, but it was a lot of competition going at it for sure.
Yeah. So Reg, you played 3 years at Carolina. You do
Mhm.
your thing. You do your work. You are the draft process. Talk about it. How'd that go for you?
Draft process, it went good, man.
How many workouts you do?
I did 15 workouts. 15
Yep,
workouts.
you
I
about
did I
right there
did
with
pretty
me.
much every team from like 15 from the 15th pick all the way to the 31st pick. I mean the
Mhm.
30th pick or whatever. And worked out for every team. And I just remember traveling around. But I remember my matchups in different cities that I was going
Mhm.
up against. You know what I'm saying? You would just see them around in different
Yep.
teams.
You end up seeing the same dude.
Like, is you around my pick or something? Like, are you around my pick? Are they looking at me and you at the same page? Like, who they gonna
Yeah.
take? Me or you? Me or you? Me or
Yeah.
you? So you just keep seeing people. So that was going through your mind, and you're like, oh Lord, when I'm gonna get picked. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that whole process was just so stressful. Just that whole draft day, just trying to wait for that name to be
And it had to
called.
be big being from Kinston. And
Yeah.
you were in Kinston.
Yeah, I
Though.
was in Kinston
You
for
was
it.
in
Yeah, I was
Kinston
in
for
Kinston.
what pick were you?
25th.
25. That's what I
Yeah,
thought.
yeah, yeah.
And you went to the Clippers.
Clippers. Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Clippers.
So you
Clippers.
went to the
Clippers.
Clippers,
Yeah.
25th pick. Talk about that moment.
It was dope, man. It was dope. I remember. I had all my family around, and I remember going to the bathroom, and my agent was like, once Tim Hardaway Jr. go off the board, you should be
Yeah.
one of the next shooting guards coming up. His name went off at 24,
Uh-huh.
and then 25th, boom, Clippers said
Crazy.
Reggie Bullock. But I was at the bathroom, and I actually started coming back from the bathroom right before the 25th started
That's
happening.
wild.
And my whole family and my friends is just like, they like, yo, this joint about to be crazy. This joint about to be crazy. And I'm like, what? Everybody in the room just looking weird. I just came back from the bathroom.
Yeah.
Like, because once I
So they
heard
knew
Tim,
you didn't know.
I didn't know that my agent done called him and everything. You know what I'm saying? Called my high school coach because he leading the whole thing with all my
Yeah.
family there. And when they said Tim name, I went to the bathroom because I was like, okay, once his name off the board, I'm listening to my agent. I'm thinking he Adam Silver or
Yes.
something ready to say my name. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, this must be it. So I'm coming back in, and they like, Los Angeles Clippers select Reggie Bullock from the university. I just boom stood up. Everybody just started screaming and just like holding me, and that moment was crazy. And then a few minutes after that, obviously I talked to my agent. A few minutes after that, Doc Rivers on the phone. And after that, I think I started talking to like CP, and then CP hit me.
Yeah.
And it was just like, oh, Lord, I'm going right back with Big Bruh. I'm good. I know I'm good.
Yeah, you was teed after
Yeah.
that. You go with Big Bro.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, that makes it even better though. Like as far as like you getting drafted in the city of Kinston with all your friends and family, then you getting drafted to somebody who's helped you
Mhm.
along the way
Well,
with
yeah.
CP is just you ain't write it better than that.
Right.
Man, it's tough to write a better script than that one. I mean,
Right.
only thing you at the damn bathroom when your name back.
Yeah. Right.
But talk about it first year. I mean, just the path of it, like your first year with the Clippers, knowing you went through ups and downs, you weren't playing early.
Mhm.
How'd you deal with that?
It was tough. It was tough, man. You start doubting yourself. So that first year, I think I was still dealing with a small little injury that I had from college, which was like my knee or something like that. But I wasn't playing. I wasn't playing really at all. I wasn't playing no minutes. My second year, ended up getting traded my second year from the Clippers.
Yeah.
Got in very few times with the Clippers. You know what I'm saying? Could literally probably remember the times that
Yeah.
I got in. But the team was stacked. It was playoff team.
Yeah,
We got
yeah,
Chris
yeah,
Paul,
yeah.
Jared Dudley.
They talking about winning now.
You know what I'm saying? Matt
Yeah.
Barnes. You know what I'm saying? We was loaded. Jamal Crawford, JJ Redick. Like I was never
It was
seeing the
tough.
floor.
It
You know
was
what I'm saying?
tough.
So then I get traded to Phoenix. And it was another team there. It was another team there that had everybody there. Isaiah Thomas, you know what I'm saying? Brandon Knight.
I
Like it
didn't know
was
you went to
loaded.
Phoenix, bro.
Eric Bledsoe, they was
Yeah.
so loaded down there with guards.
Yeah.
The twins, like they was
Oh,
loaded down
yeah.
there. So it was tough. And then like, so that went along like my first 3 years.
Mhm.
And then I ended up getting traded with one of the twins to Detroit. And
Yep.
then that's when I actually felt
it
like
took off.
my career actually was able to take off.
So it took you 4 years.
Took me about a total of 4 years to actually get a click.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge, bro. Like to continue to work and continue to keep your mind right and understand just be ready when your time
Right,
comes.
right.
Like
Yeah, yeah.
you got it in year 4, and me and you have had all
Right.
conversations
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that. Honestly, as far as like, and honest to God truth, you have helped me more than you think you have, just because
Mhm.
you've been in that position. You're like, Theo, I ain't played till you after year 4,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
during year 4 or whatever.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm like, damn, that helps out a lot.
Yeah.
Just hearing that and knowing somebody
Yeah.
else went through the same shit, that's
Yeah.
big time. So you get to Detroit,
Mhm.
you start playing a lot more, and then y'all become a playoff team.
Right, right.
How
Yeah,
was
yeah.
your first playoff experience?
It was dope, man. It was dope. That playoff experience was dope. My actual real opportunity came when Stan Van Gundy, he actually gave me my
Yep.
first he loved players that play defense. He loved players that
Yeah.
play defense and shoot. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, the way that I can be able to just stay in this league or, get playing time,
Guard.
just play defense,
Yeah.
guard,
Yeah.
just play hard, look like you playing
Look like
hard.
you play hard.
Just do something, you know what I'm saying?
For
Be
sure.
active, you know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So and Stan was big on that, you know what I'm saying? He wanted players that was tough, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So I just tried to be that. And then that playoff run that we had, Cavaliers, that was dope, you know what I'm saying? Like playing against them,
I ran
it
into
was
a
big.
monster.
Ran into a monster. Yeah, literally ran into a monster. But it was dope, man. It was good to be able to, bring Detroit back from the,
Mhm.
from where they were and they won before, but to be able to bring that energy back to the city,
Sure.
was good though.
For sure. And then we move on to the Knicks, don't we?
Yeah,
Go to
yeah,
the Knicks. Weren't that good for about 1-2 years?
yeah, yeah,
2 years, and then Tibbs comes.
yeah, yeah.
And then I get there. We changed the culture.
Right. Changed it.
Changed the culture. You got Jules there, who became an all-star that year for the first time. We got Elfrid Payton, our dog,
Mm-hmm.
who is a dog.
Dog.
Still should be in the league.
Right.
But RJ Barrett, Mitchell Robinson, and just talk about that year as far as like, and it was a COVID year.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't imagine from a team they was trash. They was weak.
Right.
Like one win and no games, went close to the playoffs,
Mm-hmm.
to a team to be in the playoffs,
Mm-hmm.
4 seed. Talk
Mhm.
about the buzz of the city
Mm-hmm.
that we had throughout that run.
The run was crazy, bro. I mean, I just know that the guys that we had in that locker room, like I think one of the biggest things that, we actually fuck with each other off the court.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just the energy and just how we used to play around in the locker room and just all that helped a lot so much on the way that, we just cared about each other on the court.
Yeah.
And then we was really guarding, like we really cared about getting scored on.
Down.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or you weren't gonna play. Tibbs wasn't gonna play you. You know what I'm saying? So you had to defend.
You either play defense,
you know
or
what I'm saying?
wanna play
So we took pride
except
in
for
that.
Julius.
We took pride in that. And then the ball was just like moving and we was making shots. And then like the buzz from the city, it was like the best one of the best cities I've ever seen it. I'm talking everywhere you go.
Everywhere
you
you
play,
go,
you got that
bro.
Knicks jersey on.
It's up.
You go anywhere, man. I mean,
It's
restaurants, restaurant full. What? You play with the Knicks? All right, walk
man.
in.
You good.
You good.
You
So just that love and the energy that city had for its players and what we brought back there to be able to, get them back into the playoffs and talked about as a NBA franchise was big.
It was huge. And we got the 4 seed and we got game 1 against the Hawks in Madison.
Right.
I said this and I have I stand on it. Other than the Carolina Duke, man, that's the second loudest and most electric atmosphere I've been in.
Yeah.
Like it was nuts, bro.
Yeah.
Game 1 was nuts. And I couldn't even feel, my heart was beating so fast and I wasn't even playing.
Right.
And like it was so loud, it was so lit. Bro. New York fans is nuts.
Right.
They're nuts there. So then got to the bag. You did all that work coming from 4 years of just trying to figure out just to get on the floor and prove yourself. And then you get to the Knicks, you got two years of just like really just nothing. You get the playoffs, you get to the bag.
Yeah.
Talk about that feeling of like, okay, I worked all my life for this right here.
That feeling was very big for me. Just being able, just be how long I've been playing in the league, 10 years, being able to, come from where I come from and be able to finally get something that, can be able to like change my family
Change
life.
it,
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
it was big for my family. It was big for me. You know, I brung in 2 extra little boys into the world.
Yes.
So that took about half
Yeah.
of that away.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I'm
Hey,
living with
listen,
really only half.
needed the bag because we got the twins.
Needed it for sure. But I mean, it was big, man. It was big. It was something that I worked, you know, so hard for to be able to, you know, one day be able to take care of my family for a lifetime. So
Shout out to Mavs, man.
still got to do it. Still
sure.
got more
Still
work to
working.
do. Still got more work to do. But it was definitely something to be able to, you know, put us up a little bit.
For sure. So then when you get to year 1 with Dallas and get to the Western Conference Finals, we've had conversations about it, of course, in the locker room. And going from the team we had with JB, Luca, you, Doe, Dwight, Maxey, Spence, all those guys that's still on team 2. Like that run, bro, that we had last year was so fun.
Yeah.
Like it was just a great time just figuring out the X's and O's, attention to detail. Talk about that from your perspective, starting in that. You know what I'm saying? Like talk about that experience for you.
I know exactly why the Mavs brought me here to do exactly what I did for the Knicks, and that was pretty much, you know, shoot the ball and be a big time defender and help this team out, be coachable, dependable, all that type of thing. So just being able to be around another bunch of guys that had the same type of attitude that I had. Doe got the same attitude that I had. Don't care if he scored tonight, but he
want to guard.
He want to guard. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, same thing with Maxey. Maxey don't care if he doesn't score, but he want to guard. You know what I'm saying? So people like that, there's just anything to do to win the game. I felt like I came into that culture, you know what I'm saying, with a lot of guys that just try to play the right way and was moving. So, and then we had 2 dogs that was on the ball with JB and Luca. So they carried the team and Spence too when we brung Spence over. So when we got them, it was just like we lead them. We let them go, and we the role, and we'll do our roles. You know what I'm saying? And they just led us the right way, and it took us all the way there, and nobody had us going there.
Yep, and that's a great point that you just had there. Is like people lose that. People don't understand the fact of everybody can't be the scorer, bro.
Right.
Like
That's a
everybody
fact.
has to do their part.
Right.
Everybody has to play their role at elite level to get to where we got to.
Yep.
And it was one of the things where we understand, like, it ain't easy to get there, but if everybody don't buy into their role, it ain't happening.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's big time that you realize that. And now that we come back with the team we have this year, we're going a little ups and downs here, but we still got the same goals and things that we're trying to accomplish. And then we just add a motherfucker.
Yeah.
We just had Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
Like when you found out, of course, our brothers had to be inside the trade with Spence and Doe, but when you find out we bring that type of talent into our team, what was your first thoughts?
My first thought was, obviously we bringing a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? We bringing a dog. We know what he can do. He shred defenses up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just bringing another in-game closer, another bucket getter, another force for this team, and then surround him around the pieces and the mentality of what got us to the Western Conference last year, and surround them around those pieces. I mean, I felt pretty good about it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just all about, obviously, we going up and down, but
we're just figuring it out.
We figuring it out. What, 19 games left. Our goal is, you know, to at least, you know, finish way better than 500 of that. You know what I'm saying? And then just trying to go into the playoffs with a great mentality, a great seed, and try to definitely get us there and just get the ball rolling. And
for sure. I mean, I think it's pretty evident when we felt the trade happen. It was like, okay, we trying to really do something.
Right.
Not like we weren't trying to do something before, but like we didn't add a talent who done it, won it, and it is playing at an extremely high level.
Right.
So now it's like you can feel the aura of, like, especially the aura that he brings as far as like, okay, I'm here to win. I'm here to take that next step and help y'all get there. So it's been big, bro. It's been big. Once we figure this shit out,
it's going to be scary. Scary hours.
It's going to be scary hours, bro, because with those 2 type of talents, playing with Luca and playing with Kai, it's one of the best top 10 players in the league.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? On the same team. So It's going once we figure this thing out, we're gonna have the ball rolling for sure. But before we go, Reg, you gotta tell us about the island, bro. You gotta tell us about the island.
The island is located in Belize.
Uh-huh.
It's been a project that I'm working on. I'm currently building it now. Putting a resort on it, a restaurant, a bar. It's about 5 acres big. It's sit off the coast of Placencia, Belize. And it's just something that, generational. I just want to be able to pass down by family members. And I made it known to my son that we'll never sell our soul. Don't ever sell the island, man. Don't ever sell it. This is going down for family tradition,
For sure.
family
That's
legacy, and just, continue to keep passing it down. So that's what I'm working on. It's a goal of mine to be able to leave and, keep that going. So
That's tough.
I definitely invite everyone, you know what I'm saying?
sure.
I definitely
Bullock
have it
Island.
Bullock Island. So it'll definitely be good, man.
Hey, Reg, I appreciate it, man. It's been dope. From a fellow Tar Heel. You've had a journey that people need to look up to because
Mhm.
you kept going, and you're buying it. You're not the star of the team, but
Right.
your role is just as important as anybody
Mhm.
else's. And a lot of people need to understand that, like, everybody's role is just as important.
Mhm.
But hey, I just want to say thank you. I
No
appreciate you
doubt,
coming
no
on the
doubt,
pod.
No doubt.
And you already know what to do. Subscribe on YouTube, follow on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Hey, and we done. Peace.
Yes, sir.
AJ, you get another fine.